Good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, depending on when you're viewing this video. My name is Greg Napier, and I'm coming to you from our beautiful home here in Columbus, Ohio. And I want to take a few minutes to share some things with you that have been helping me on my journey in life. I've been living in this home here since about 2004. There's been some good days, some bad days, and some in between days. But there's some rules that I like to share with you that I live by. And I always like to watch my notes here so this way I don't get off track. Because a lot of people, they're afraid to come out and look at their notes when they shooting videos, and everybody's like, hey, you don't have to try to remember everything. It doesn't have to be perfect. People want authenticity. They want to see if you're a real person in a real world that can actually help them. So these are some rules that I live by. Live below your means. And what I mean by that, don't overspend yourself. A lot of times in the past, I've overspent. I've spent more money and I've had more month than money. And I know most of you out there can relate to what I'm talking about, having more month than money. But the help is on the way. Help others. That's my number two thing. Help others. Live below your means. If you don't have it, don't spend it. I often coin this phrase, do you need it or do you want it? And let your needs outweigh your wants. That's a great tip there. Let your needs outweigh your wants. Smile often. Just be happy. There's a song now, don't worry, be happy. So I'm going to tell you, even though things may look grim and bleak right now, just be happy. Understand that there is light at the end of the tunnel. Never be afraid to ask for help. So many people get caught up in, man, I don't want to ask nobody for no help. Well, that's the reason why you probably in the position you're in now is because you're letting pride and your ego get in the way. You got to learn how to ask for help. You got to learn how to ask for help. Never be afraid to ask for help. I hope these tips are helping you. And even though it's the last one on my list, just be grateful. Be grateful. Be grateful for everything that you have because somewhere, somehow, someone is living and having it worse off than you. And here's what I tell people all the time. Understand that your current situation doesn't have to be your final destination. That's the choice that you make. Your choices have choices. You can choose to be moaning and groaning and complaining, or you can choose to make a wise decision and get out of the rut that you're in. I wanted to share these things with you because I know that a lot of people out there are hurting. And I have the solution. It's just to be encouraged. Just be encouraged. Help is on the way. Don't live above your means. If you don't need it, don't get it. Be willing to make a short-term sacrifice for a long-term gain. Be willing to say, hey, I'm going to humble myself. I'm going to park my ego. If I need some help, I'm going to ask some questions. And of all things, I'm going to be grateful for everything that I have. I hope that this helped you because it helped me. As I study this every day, I tell myself I'm going to be happy. If I have a question, I'm going to ask the question. I'm going to humble myself and I'm going to maintain my gratitude and be steadfast and grateful. So pass that along. You know, let people know. Share this video out with some people. Someone is hurting out there. You may be hurting. Help is on the way. God bless you.